everybody, welcome back to Wild Astro. Anyone that's been following along with my adventures will know that I've just left the Peak District. Literally just, I'm driving down the Snake Pass now, away from a wild camp last night, and I'm on my way to collect the cupboard units and the rock and roll bed for Astro 1. So come on with me, I'm going to go pick them up from the manufacturers, and then we're going to take them home, have a good look at them, and hopefully by the end of this film I'll have fitted them both into the van, which will bring us very, very close to having a completed camper conversion. Fingers crossed this all goes to plan. Let's go. Okay, stage one complete. Sorry, I didn't film myself picking that the cupboard units up because it was someone's private home where he fabricates them all himself in his garage. So I didn't think it was right to film his house. So onward now. That was Wakefield. Now we're going to Rotherham to pick up the rock and roll bed, and this one is an industrial unit, a company based in an industrial unit, so shouldn't be a problem with me actually filming this getting picked up, I don't think. Although I'm a little bit annoyed with this fella, so I'm not entirely sure I want to give him the publicity of showing you all where I'm getting it from, if I'm quite honest with you. But anyway, onward. Okay, so as you can see, cupboards and rock and roll bed are collected, and I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going home. Next time you see me, I'll be getting around to fitting this lot, so anytime now I'll be fitting those rock and roll beds and cupboards. Okay folks, so here we are inside a very nearly finished Astro 1 camper van. There's still some minor jobs that need doing, and I apologise that this episode has been such a long time coming. There's two reasons for it. First of all is, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that just before Christmas I managed to hit a deer. That made a real mess of the front end. New bumper, new headlight, new radiator, one or two other new bits of pipe work behind the radiator as well, and that upset the sort of progress I was making a little bit. And then, as is notorious with Vivaros of this age, a couple of weeks ago, two of the injectors failed. And anyone that knows Vivaros knows that after a certain mileage, the injectors on them are absolutely prone to seizing into the housings, and that was of course the case. I say that was the case. They had been replaced previously by a different owner, and the people that had replaced them hadn't done a very good job of it. So not only did it need two new injectors, it also needed the plate that sits that the injectors are screwed into, because the thread had been cracked away from the plate when the new ones were put in. So that wasn't a cheap repair, but it was a necessary repair, which has just, you know, made this van all the more reliable now. It's stronger than it was before, it runs nicer than it did before, it's very smooth, quiet, and there's a little bit more power at lower revs as well, which is great. Let me just talk you through one or two of the little jobs that are left to do on here. Behind the electrical housing here is a little bit of a mess at the moment. So what I've done is I bought this box here. I'm going to cut a hole out of the back of it, and I'm going to screw that over the back of that, the back of the switch box there, just so that all the wiring and everything is encased in something, so that when you put things in the cupboard here, you're not pulling and knocking wires and connectors and all that sort of thing. The other thing I want to do is at the top of the B pillars there, I need to get some kind of piece to fit over those holes, or fabricate something to fit over those holes, just to tidy everything up there. You'll see the new B pillar trims are on, and they look the business. They come on, they cover that whole gap right up to the carpeted area that I've done. What else? Oh yeah, the light that I brought, that comes on when you open the sliding door here, that turned out to be absolute rubbish. So false economy, unfortunately. I went for the cheapest one I could find on eBay that time, and it was foolish. And in the end it just turned out to be absolute garbage, much like this one actually here. I'm going to be replacing that one with something a little bit higher quality as well. I do want to put another light like this over here as well, so that both of the kids, when we're travelling around, have got their own reading lights back here. And then finally, there's a bit of carpeting needs doing along this back bit, all the way along the width there, above the door. And I think that's about it. Oh, the driver's side door card still needs carpeting as well, so that's going to get done too. Oh yeah, one other thing that's come to light as well is that I don't like having that diesel tank down here for the heater, so I am going to adapt that. I'm going to go for the option where you tee off the diesel pipe underneath there, just to make that a little bit more cleaner, give us a little bit more space in the cupboard here, because at the moment it's sitting on top of the wheel arch in this cupboard back here, and it takes up a huge amount of space, because it's a 15-litre tank, so that needs changing. It's easy enough to do, I just need to find the time to do it. And then I'm going to put some fancy stickers and graphics on the outside of the van. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to be yet, but I probably should put the Wild Astro logo on there at some point, shouldn't I? Question is where? One of the back windows maybe? Who knows? One or two just finishing things to just figure out, but that's it. Again, I apologise for it being such a long time since I last came to you with an episode on the van, but you know, these things happen and they derail our plans pretty efficiently at times, but we're back on track now and we're all ready to get some use out of this, me and the family, and it's going to be great. So that's it. I'm going to sign off at this point. I will keep you updated on the other little bits and pieces as part of my camping videos in the future, but that's it. thank you so much for following me on this little adventure. It's been great fun. Massive learning curve. I'm sure I'll do another one in the future because I'd like to start with a newer base model than this at some stage, but when that'll be exactly I don't know. But for now, thanks again. This is Richie for Wild Astro, signing off.